Well, you're about the only girl I've met up here in Toronto who doesn't care who I am. I'd like to find out why.
All right, good.
Okay. Great. Okay, guys, that's lunch. Thank you.
Hey, that's lunch.
Back at 2 o'clock.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. No, forget it. No, thank you. Thank you.
It's funny that we're always eating in the show, and now the behind-the-scenes show, we're eating.
Okay. I want to be shot while I'm eating. You guys want to be shot while you're eating either, right?
No, we want you shot.
Okay.
They've talked a bit about your directing. Why don't you talk a bit about their acting?
I think they're fantastic actors.
Man, even the camera knows your line. Ken hired us to be writers in the 4th episode of Married Life, and then when he did this show,
He phoned us again and said, could you come back and be in this show? And we said...
only if you pay us really low money.
And ignore us like you did the first time.
You guys are not good. Okay.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that.
This sounds bad now, but I think this can help you, eventually. Do you feel self-hate right now?
And we're not fired.
You're not fired.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Use that. Channel that self-hate.
Channel.
Yeah.
And I think you'll find heart in your stories.
Heart.
They came in to read, to be the leads in that, and I was like, boom, pass. Both, they're horrible. Point the camera at these guys. Imagine, and now I want the audience to imagine these guys in a romantic lead situation.
We used to call each other, Jeremy and I would call each other during the Married Life shoot, and just, is he for real?
Is he for real? Does he hate us? I think he hates us.
Are we the worst people ever?
Yeah.
And then we found out we're actually, him yelling at us loudly 50% of the time, we're 50% ahead of other people.
We are.
He actually likes us the most.
Well, you tell me what they said about my directing, and I'll tell you what I think of their acting.
This is what I learned from Ken's directing technique. Don't line up any shots the night before. Wait till they've lit to change the shot. Don't give direction to the actors.
That's Ken.
So I'm ready now. I want to direct. We said you're a good director.
You're a good director.
And you're not in it too much.
I don't care if it's not. It's on your ear in that shot. Go me, more me. Get over to me, Joan. Get on me. Get on me, Joan. Am I lit? Well, am I lit? Get a light in here. You got that wrong, because we said Ken's in the show a lot because
he's got control.
It's his show.
That's right.
Well,
it's a very small circle. Generally, when you're making television shows, there are many more voices in the wilderness, and everyone wants to go in different directions.
Ken wears so many hats. Like he's in front of the camera, behind the camera. He's got his hand in everywhere, right?
He got this deal, and he was able to, whatever, from Married Life or whatever, leverage it. So, I mean, I think everyone strives for control, and then he got it all, so I can understand why he does that much.
As soon as they wanted to do something, either to make a note on the script or to look at the dailies, I would just say, I'm going to quit. And that's all I really wanted to do. I really wanted to quit. I really don't like to work. And I was in this perfect state of mind to be powerful. I was always kind of arrogant. But I was arrogant in Winnipeg. It's a big difference between being arrogant in Winnipeg, being arrogant, sitting, in Hollywood,
What was your experience like on airplane too?
It was so horrible an experience. It was so, I'd quit everything in my life up until that point. I went to law school, I quit after a year. I went to graduate school. Yeah, come on in.
Ready, sir.
Okay, one sec. Went to graduate school in the University of Pennsylvania. I quit after a semester. I went to architecture school twice. I quit both times. I quit everything. I absolutely quit everything. And here I was in the middle of something that I really wanted to quit, and I couldn't quit. I couldn't quit because I had a contract. I was like, had Jeff Katzenberg every morning beating me up at Paramount on the script, 7 o'clock in the morning, beating me up, and I was depressed, and I had no idea what it was, and I thought it was, and then I was amazed by the amount of pressure that was on me over something that was so completely trite. But what was so exciting was the deal. See, this is it. The deal is the most exciting thing. So I said to this writer from the Winnipeg paper, he said, what's it like to shoot a picture on Paramount? And I said, the deal is like the orgasm, and the rest of the pictures are like trying to get the woman out of the apartment when you're finished. That's how I felt.
Ken?
Yeah.
It was good, wasn't it?
You know what's most embarrassing? I've done talking heads for 20 years. No one says hello. I did your show for 47 seconds. They stopped me on buses.
Did they stop you? Did they stop you? Did they stop you?
Yeah. The script line is, you know, it's a terrible, sick thing, and it's the sickest thing I've ever seen. I guess you wouldn't allow me to say it's a terrible thing. I've seen some strange things, and even accepting the party he's running for, it's a very strange thing for them.
Very good.
You sure I can't?
Absolutely,
okay,
perfect. It puts
I think it's much better.
Keep the Tory line. Keep the Tory line.
I really like it when Ken gets inspired in a moment and not necessarily tosses away the script, but opens it up and starts adding to it and invites others to add to it as well.
On a good day, it's a good thing to do because you're on, you're jiving. When you're not, it's horrible because it just means you miss your cues, and some days, you know, you're not on the ball, and you really need the lines that you've memorized to get you through it.
He always encourages the fact that we never rehearse. We just end up going right out and shooting them, like what I did this morning with people walking down the street. He said, okay, you hop out of the van and then you walk up to the people and you do it. And you know, the little stumble out of the van or the little hesitation in my voice when I couldn't quite think of what I was going to say all adds to the realism. It's so spontaneous, but it works gangbusters.
I hope I can count on your support.
We're from Detroit, up for a week of gambling in Aurelia.
Oh, you're Americans. I'm sorry. Well, I hope if you ever decide to take up residence here, I'll have your support.
We love Canada.
Oh, we love having you.
You don't have the colored problem here.
No, but you don't get our horrible winters, huh?
That's true.
Acting? Well, I have no idea. I mean, I have no idea what acting is. I don't really direct. I mean, I tell, you know, people don't see it. If it doesn't seem to ring true, I say stop.
The major difference is, of course, the script, and because the script is so well put together, you know, we know if we only just get up and do what we were supposed to say, it's going to be fine.
I write them just to fill the pages. I just as fast as I can, get away from it. I hate doing that, and I hate doing this. But I hate it a little less now, Alan. I have to admit.
And what's your working relationship like with your wife?
I'm not married.
What's your working relationship like with your partner?
My girlfriend. My working relationship? We don't work together.
Do you run ideas by her? Do you use her to sound?
No. She